Hi everyone, I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our weekly reading from Monday the 27th of March through to Sunday the 2nd of April. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. So asking now for a card for Monday. We have the Death card. Monday, Tuesday, the Three of Wands, Wednesday, the Nine of Pentacles, Thursday, the Empress, Friday, the Six of Wands, Saturday, the Five of Pentacles, and Sunday, the Crown Chakra. Okay, so Monday we have the release. In traditional tarot, this is the Death card. So this is a card of death and transformation. Pluto has moved into Aquarius on the 23rd of March. Moved into Aquarius from Capricorn. So moved from a earth sign into a earth sign. Aquarius, even though it's the water bearer, is the higher mind. It's an earth sign that connects us to astrology, that connects us to our divination, to our spirituality. Pluto moving into Aquarius is one of transformation, letting go of old thought forms that are blocking us from connecting and expanding and enlightening our minds to the higher consciousness. Bringing in new perceptions, coming from Capricorn, where it's all around structure, authority, rules, regulations, into Aquarius that is free. We stand in our sovereignty, we stand in our uniqueness. So old paradigms really do start to crumble as Saturn has moved into Pisces. So we have Saturn, very solid structure, and Pisces dissolves, it's fluid, it moves. So lots of things that were rigid, rules, regulations that we abided by for fear of being punished or judged, now dissolving as we are connecting to our higher self, to our own unique gifts. There's deaths of relationships, and a lot of people who are going through this purging may be projecting their unhappiness onto people around them. And when this happens, it is a time of really staying in alignment and staying in the moment and doing what feels right in that moment. Not reacting in an old way, not being a target for other people's unhappiness, moving away in an aligned way with self-love and protection. So lots of death of the old, of maybe things that we did put up with in the past that we won't anymore. So there is a death, a transformation and a rebirth occurring at this time. We have to let go of the old. Any subconscious programs that are playing out within us that allow other people to take advantage, to be unkind to us, is now, they're all coming to an end. They're all dissolving and falling away as we are moving and shifting. And with this Pluto in Aquarius, it's all about our connections, it's technology, it's our spiritual connections, connecting with the World Wide Web, and really coming together, seeing that there's so many people now awakening who will only speak with kindness, who will only empower us, not try to disempower us through criticism or being unkind. So lots of changes, and it's for us to navigate these changes, staying in the calmness of our inner self, in peace as much as we can. So Monday is a beautiful, positive day because we have the moon in Gemini, which is the glyph of the doorway. So shifting us into a positive environment where we start to come into alignment with people who communicate on the same wavelength. Saturn is in the first degrees of Pisces, which again is very fluid, and Pisces is dissolving all structures. So letting go of the guilt of moving forward, or letting go of any self-worth issues that allow people to treat us in not a kind way. The Sun is in Aries, and Mars moved into Cancer on the 25th. So again, there's that shift from being in Gemini from October, moving in now to Cancer, where we have Mars, the masculine, Cancer, the feminine, finding that balance within. If we are feeling that we have to go and project onto people, we have gone into our masculine. If we are taking on and appeasing everyone, we've gone into too much feminine. So the planets are helping us to balance this within us, to be able to stand in this moment in our authenticity and listen to our inner guidance as Pisces and Neptune are together. Neptune is in Pisces, so this is about our intuition and listening to our intuition in this very moment. We have Jupiter and Chiron and Mercury all in Aries, and this is very lucky, and this is all coming together on Monday. Chiron helping us to see who we are, helping us to really look at what's no longer serving us, what is disempowering us. This is Pluto. It's empowerment, it's power or disempowerment. What is empowering us in a positive way, in a loving way, not in any kind of a forceful way? Or what is disempowering us? What are we listening in the airwaves or around us that's disempowering us, that's making us go into fear? moving away from listening to those words that invoke upset and invoke fear within us, doing the work and transforming and alchemizing within, not taking things too personally. Chiron is guiding us through this healing. It's the sacred healer. Jupiter is expansion. When Mercury, Jupiter and Chiron come together, it's so lucky. When Jupiter and Mercury come together, it's lucky. It is asking us to look how we're communicating, because so many opportunities coming in, using our words to create the reality, the relationships that we wish to grow in our lives. So a powerful day, Monday, and actually the whole week is powerful, but in a beautiful and positive way. Tuesday we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is support coming in, listening to that passion we have within us. Aries, we're in this new season of Aries. The astrological new year. Aries is the first breath. And when each of us are born at whatever time, when we take that first breath, whatever planets are situated at the moment of our birth, we take in the energy of those planets. We take in the frequency of those planets. And now, as we are now starting to allow our minds to open, take on those infinite possibilities, that we have all been born with a unique gift, and allow that gift to flow from us and create that beautiful creation. We have support around us. The planets are aligning for us. Mercury is in forward momentum. So communication flows, making sure that we're using those words, and the card that is connected to Mercury is the Magician. A beautiful magical time of speaking our reality into existence from a place of belief and from these beautiful creations. And if we are now in spring, so if we look into the soil, into the earth, we will see those shells of the seeds all breaking and cracking open, and it looks messy, it looks like devastation, but from that devastation there are sprouts, new life growing. And this is where we are, from that devastation of the winter, of the cleansings that we've all been doing through these karmic years, letting go of those layers upon layers, and from those layers are cracking open, and new sprouts are beginning to become visible in the core of our being. Sacred, divine creations starting to sprout in the core of our being, to listen to them, to listen to our intuition, as Pisces is in Neptune. So this is listening to our intuition, being guided by our intuition in every single moment. Wednesday we have the Nine of Pentacles, well-deserved rewards. He's standing there on that high platform, coming into the light, becoming a magnet for prosperity, for wellness, for happiness. This is a time of really looking how far we've all come, to really feel home within who we are, that spiritual home. that we can connect to when we go off in meditation. We can connect to any sacred space, connect our roots there, feel the energy and allow it to penetrate into the core of our being. We can travel anywhere spiritually. And this is raising up and connecting to those frequencies of divine abundance. And when we are feeling the gratitude for all that we receive, our influx of prosperity, of spiritual gifts, of love, of everything flows to us. We're all magnets. We're all emitting a frequency or connecting into a frequency. And again, this is Pluto moving in to Aquarius. Those frequencies, connecting to them, not connecting into what upsets us. Really standing and looking at who we truly are and how far we've come and the changes we made within, and seeing the evidence of the changes now around us. We may still have challenges, but we are dealing with them in a way that we're not mulling over anymore. We are not going into any kind of story with anyone around us. We're actually listening to the guidance within, and that guidance, when we listen to that guidance, it really leads us home, it leads us to happiness, it leads us to health, wealth, well-being, everything that's positive. Thursday we have the Empress, and Taurus is in the North Nodes, so it's moved into the North Nodes, where it's at home. That the North Nodes are where we are our future. The South Nodes are our past. So we have a choice. This is a pivotal time of really focus on the abundance of life, going out into nature, feeling enriched as we step out into nature. You can see she is anchoring this light into earth, drawing the divine light, the high frequency into earth. It's coming through her. This is a card of fertility, of abundance, of fruitfulness. It's the Lakshmi of the tarot, a time of prosperity. Our divine creations now seeding and starting to take and coming into life after being asleep for so long. We have raised up and we have awakened that inner spark within us, or connected to the inner spark, because it's always been there. It's just been covered with layers upon layers of old beliefs. Now as we're coming into that understanding that we are spirit. If we didn't have spirit, we would be like this table. We would be like the solidness that's around us. It all does vibrate, but we have this spirit within us to create everything around us. We have this spirit within us that is our divine connection with God. Our soul is here to guide us, and is guiding us into this beautiful time of rebirth, of growth, of love. Friday, we have the Six of Wands. We are starting now to move as we've quietened our mind. Our emotions are clear, are still, bringing clarity to our intuition, guiding us, looking at the horizon, all the beautiful and positive opportunities on our horizon. And now we're starting to move, and this is a card of victory. So we've done a lot of work, and it is about to pay off and take us into this time of celebration, of feeling the joy that we have so long not been able to tap into because of the stress and the old false beliefs. Now we've let those go. We're realizing from that joy we grow, we come alive. And Friday is a day of feeling that joy, of being able to see where we're going. So if we are maybe not sure of what's on our path or which direction, there's definitely clarity coming to help us to see and resolve old issues, and so that we can move into this new and higher vibration. And then Saturday we have the Five of Pentacles. So amongst all these positive and beautiful uplifting cards, Saturday is a card of looking at what we haven't got. With this card, it could be health issues, it could be worrisome over finances, feeling isolated, however it affects you, feeling that loss. So the energy that's coming in, and these light codes that are flowing to earth now, come in and bring up for us anything that is blocking us from joy, that is blocking us from freedom. And this is what Saturn and Pluto, the shifts into different signs, are going to help us to see and be aware of. This is only a minor card. It's nothing huge. It's little minor little feelings or little upsets that when we carry on holding them and carrying in them, we go into isolation. We shut ourselves away from everyone around us. So if this comes up, it's positive. Really, please don't think it's something negative. It's something really positive. It's something really sacred. A disowned part of ourselves that we are no longer may come to the surface. That there is a no judgment of ourselves. With Chiron being so vocal in these communications with us, just helping us to see where we are not seeing our true worth, where we are allowing other people to project onto us, and then going into a place of going into deep hurt, and realizing whatever anyone says is something, it's something going on within them, a reflection within them. And we're all playing a beautiful role in each other's ascension. So if anything comes up like this, it could be something really minor that it just keeps ticking away. A little fear coming to the surface, a little doubt, and this is what is coming through loud and clear. Let go of doubt. Let go of doubt. We're all different, and sometimes we feel like we have no one. Because we're all different, we're not meant to be the same. And if we were all the same, there would be no healing done on in this lifetime. So embrace our uniqueness. Know that within us we're all connected. There's a higher consciousness that we all have come from and we are moving back into. So you can see there she is carrying a lamp and she's looking at the full moon. So the full moon, and there's a lot of energy coming from the moon, as always. But when the full moon comes, it does bring up our shadow. It can bring fears there that we start to over exaggerate. Our mind starts to build a mountain out of a molehill. So know that we're moving up. So anything like that will come to the surface, and not to go into battle with it, not to go into battle with anybody outside either. Just step away. We don't need to be in the centre or in any kind of conflict, because we are, that's two egos battling. It's just to step away and not to go into resistance either. There's a very thin line within stepping away and going into resistance. It's knowing in your heart of hearts that if a relationship, if something's coming to the end, it could be a career, it could be anything. If something's coming to the end, our soul is taking us on a new journey. And the week started with death and rebirth. So it's new starts. And sometimes new starts, fresh starts, can be really, really scary, because our head wants to know everything. And if we don't know everything, then we go into those old mental melodies of people not thinking that we have any knowledge, that we are not clever, or whatever it may be. So wherever there's a change, a big shift coming in your life, because it's happening in all our lives, when we do the work, we step up or move up into a higher vibration. And it's not that anybody's any lower than us, it's just that we don't see isolation, we don't see separation. Everything and everyone is playing a part, because everyone and everyone is an essence of what we require for our ascension. So if this is coming up, know that it's good, it's nothing. And I'm just being told that there are activations of the root. There's activations of the root chakra occurring on Saturday. Now the root chakra, when it's blocked, we find it hard to manifest. Everything comes from the root. So there's an activation of our root chakra on Saturday. So use this opportunity to sit on Saturday and really be open to allowing anything that is causing us to feel disempowered or weakened, or because these are all structures that are coming up that have been so ingrained within us. They're coming up for us to dismantle them. They can't just disappear. We have to dismantle them ourselves. We have to choose to see that we are being guided by the divine, and when we are coming from that place of love and harm to none, we are in alignment. People around may be pushing and criticizing, and that is to really bring ourselves into alignment and not feeling isolated when that goes on. Know that if people are meant to go out of our lives, especially with such huge shifts occurring now, Pluto takes 248, 50 years to move through each sign. And it has not been in Aquarius from 1778 to 1798, and that was the revolution. People standing in their own power. And the time before that was 1532 to 1553, something like that, where again it was taking our power back. It was religion then, the Catholic, the Protestant. So each time Pluto has been in Aquarius, it's created us taking our power back. Don't feel isolated. Don't feel lost, because what is truly meant to stay with us will always stay with us. What's meant to go, it's because our souls have finished that journey with each other or in that situation. So Saturday, powerful week. The planets, and I'll speak more of the planets in our daily reading, so because I can expand more, but they're in such a position that it is all around us, really stepping in to our sovereignty, our own sovereignty, letting go of those rules, allowing those thoughts of not feeling good enough to dissolve. Everyone out there is showing us everything that we need within. And then so activation of the root on Saturday. So sit, look at the areas of your life where you feel you've got a fear of not having enough, you've got a fear of maybe failure, whatever those fears are, those feelings of abandonment or fear of abandonment and rejection, feeling fatigued because the energies are so powerful, maybe feeling fatigued. And if we're feeling fatigued, to look at our supplements, to really take some time out to make sure we're hydrated, make sure we're staying grounded, and that's what's coming through loud and clear, to stay grounded. So we're activations of the roots to keep our feet on the ground, to during the day sending our roots down into the earth, and intuitively our roots know exactly where to go, and allowing them to grow and expand, and feel ourselves coming fully into our bodies now, because we have been out of body through trauma and through things that we've gone through in past life, in this lifetime. So as we have dissolved the layers and worked through the pain and the blocks, we are now starting to come into the body, fully into the body, so that we can create from a pureness of our divine spirit. So Saturday, important to really maybe focus and not stay too long in lack or loss or fears. Just be aware of where it is, take a nice deep breath and do your inner cleansings, bring in the light in, allow these activations to come in. There are star codes coming in, light codes coming in, that are activating our DNA that we haven't used for lifetimes. It's been lying dormant. About 90% of our DNA has laid dormant, and now as we are moving back into and coming back into alignment with who we are activating all that DNA, and it's a beautiful time for us all. And then Sunday we have the crown chakra. So I'm just going to ask for some clarification, please, for Sunday and the crown chakra. We have the 9 of the emotional wish card, because we are in this time of Pluto in Aquarius, a powerful time of purging those thoughts, of really purging those thoughts that are blocking us from focusing on our beautiful intentions. So activation of the root on Saturday, opening our crown up and really focusing, bringing in the activations of the crown, because if the crown's out of alignment, the root is out of alignment. If any chakra is out of alignment, it's going to, all the rest of the chakras are going to be out of alignment. And this is where our DNA is, in our chakras. So we're going into and touching and moving into and merging in that ancient wisdom that we have forgotten. We're starting to remember now. We're starting to remember it. And this is it. And again, two cards here, the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands, with our hands. Our hands, and of course the Empress, using our hands, and our hands are extensions from our heart, and when we put love into everything that we do, that's what we imprint. We leave our energy print everywhere. So when we love doing what we are doing and we're staying present in the moment, if we're going into the past, if we're going into the future, we're going in, we're not in this moment where infinity resides in this moment. We're infinite beings in this moment, and everything that we do, feel and emit in this moment is what we are projecting out there for us to walk into. Whatever experience that we are manifesting in this moment. So we're having a beautiful energy cleanse, opening us up, opening our channels up to bring in this beautiful time of activations of our root and our crown, bringing ourselves into alignment, into our heart, as the lower chakras meet the heart, the higher chakras meet the heart, and that is the portal between heaven and earth. And then we start to manifest our heaven on earth, within and without. So stay focused, regardless of what may be coming up. It's coming up for our benefit. It's not that we've took a step back. It's giving us opportunity, and sometimes we might get lost in it, and that's okay. We might get lost in it because it's such a deep, rigid belief. But then when we remember just to move away from it, move away, go into nature, realign, reevaluate where we're placing our energy, and move forward from there, from that beautiful place of peace, but from what a wonderful week of transformation. And the energy of Saturn in Pisces is just beautiful. It is so beautiful, where we have that structure, and we have to have structure. We live in buildings that if there was no structure, they would constantly collapse. But then we are fluid, to be able to not become attached, to not become entangled to anything that's solid, knowing that things come and things go, and that is the experience our soul has come to gain in this lifetime. We are the vessels, we are the transport for our soul, and sometimes our head thinks it's in complete control, and Our soul is our sat nav and will guide us exactly where we are required to be at every moment, and is guiding us now. We're coming into that place of light. So it's beautiful. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'm sorry I wasn't around last week. I was busy painting and clearing and getting ready for the equinox, and lots of refreshing around the home as well. So it's been beautiful. So spend that time getting ready, you know, for spring, for summer, for this growth that's coming in. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful week, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.